What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Mattaku Detectives. Detectives these days are crazy, this time with episode 3. Good second episode. I don't think it was quite as good as the first one, but still some great moments in there. Nice little ghost story to start things off, and then the whole bomb incident in the second half was pretty cool. I did mention last week I'm getting a little bit kind of sick of the faces. I mean, they're funny sometimes, but they just do it a hell of a lot, so I'm hoping they can kind of slow down a little bit with that. I think it's something that stands out a bit more in the anime, whereas in the manga it's just like it wouldn't stand out as annoying as it does here in the anime. But yeah, still enjoying the show. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments though. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. This guy almost looked like Kaiki from Monogatari. But yeah, I know a lot of people really love that kind of facial humour. And again, it can be good when it's like every now and then for me. That's especially a thing in Grand Blue that's also airing this season. I think it's done well there as well. Also, that kind of looked a little bit like a younger version of him, that guy we just saw as well. So I was about to say I kind of scared of the day when you might start getting like heart problems and such. But I say that I did once have a bit of an occurrence. I'll say I'm not sure what it was, to be honest with you. I went to a theme park, and I'm usually really good with rides. I usually ride anything, the big ones, the fast ones, everything. But there was one specific one where after I got off, I don't know if I like fainted or something, but I just blacked out. I don't remember anything really apart from then like going home. I'm not sure what happened, but after that I was prescribed Gaviscon, which is heartburn kind of medicine. But I never had like an issue after that. I never took Gaviscon after that. Like just for that kind of week I had it, and yeah, it was really strange. Never had anything like that since. Actually, now I mention it, there was one instant, I think in the same week, where I did kind of pass out in the city as well. Not sure what happened that week to me, but yeah, I guess I can relate a little bit to that though. There it is, there it is. They can't show any lock picking. Like they have to sense that. Saw that in My Home Hero a few seasons ago. Not allowed to show anything to do with picking locks or anything like that in Japan, which is interesting, isn't it? Considering what is allowed to be seen. He doesn't actually look that much like Kaiki at all, really, does he? It was just that one shot. Rude bastards. I guess it's good to give them that first. Then if you want, I guess yeah. I don't drink coffee or anything, but at least you can add milk and sugar afterwards. If you give them milk and sugar and they want a black coffee, then you got to make a whole new one. So yeah, they're not good at the kind of usual when you do sit down with detectives. They usually like, can I get you a coffee? And yeah. I mean, yeah, it's very clear this guy's like his hero or something, isn't it? A volunteer. I'll pay you. That sounds like a good deal. Yeah, I assume she would be quite threatened in her position here, wouldn't she? Gorilla. I mean, not entirely wrong. Do you reckon we're gonna have a bit of a battle between these two? I'd like to see that. Also, why is this guy wearing like this very classic outfit? Very old school. He's got an assistant as well. And we're gonna have a awesome. I was hoping we would. Yeah, what kind of assistant does someone needs an assistant themselves? It's a bit crazy, isn't it? Okay. What knows? That's my answer to that. What knows? Okay, intelligence. Oh, is that? Would you call that a puzzle? I'd call that. I'd be fiddling with that till it comes apart. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't put any thought into it. I'd just be. Wow, this is the intelligence test. Oh, she's done. Did she just break it in half? Yeah, yeah. Force. Well, I mean, as I said, it really was not a great test of intelligence. So, and yeah, multiple ways of solving something like this shows ingenuity. Pascal. Deduction. Okay. Oh. Oh. I've never really I'm usually really good with I'm quite good on IQ tests. I've never took a real IQ test, but I'm pretty good at them because I'm usually really good at puzzle solving and figuring out sequences and patterns. I'm really good at pattern recognition and such. And I think a lot of IQ tests are, from the ones I've taken, are very much skewed towards that side of things, like pattern recognition, deduction, and so on. Things that I'm good at. Whereas I think an actual IQ test would actually test many other things that I'm probably not so good at. So I think my scores tend to be kind of weighted, heavily weighted, too high on the ones I've kind of taken. But I do, I've got a real interest in stuff like this. I'm not awfully great at it as opposed to what I just said there, but like I wouldn't have a first clue where to start here. I would probably count up the amount of these dashes are on, and then yeah, they're the same dashes here. I mean, it's probably one of those things where it's like an anagram kind of. If you move a few pieces here and there, it comes up with a sentence. I'm interested in what the dots are though. Like, why are the dots there? This is very interesting. But yeah, I love kind of you guys know I love my horror games and such. I love puzzle solving and anything like that. Anything kind of figuring out something like this, figuring out the pattern as to why it is that way. I'm usually quite enthralled with. Why I love my kind of detective crime TV shows and such as well. Could it be? Ah, really? Really? That's pi. So how did we come to this conclusion? It refers to the unlit portions. Ah, interesting. Okay. See, I wouldn't. That would have took me a very. I mean, I don't know. I only know pi to what, 3 digits. I'm not someone that knows pi off like the top of my head or anything. Okay, so yeah, these two segments used here are not in the number 3, which is that. Okay, interesting. And this one would just be the 2 lines down here. And that's why every one of them apart. I think that's probably the biggest clue, actually, isn't it? I did mention the interesting part of the dots. Every number has got a dot after it except for the first one, so I think that probably would have been a massive tell if you were to actually take this in real life. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, that one's actually pretty realistic that someone could get that quickly. I didn't, of course. I was always pretty good at maths as well, though, to be fair. But pi didn't ever seem like, remembering it to like a certain number didn't ever seem like something too important. Well, that was one of the parts of maths I was quite bad at, though, to be honest with you, like diameters and stuff like that, and shapes I was always not great at. One all comes down to the final test. Stamina. Was this a race? Stamp rally. So is this endurance or speed? I think it's more speed, right? Got a startup gun. That's nice of them. A lone detective. A lonely world. It's one of those things to think about with like detectives, especially undercover detectives and such. Like, must be so lonely, must be so horrible having to play somebody else and act like this certain way that's not you, and then have, when you are you, you've got no one around you or anything, and it's just, yeah. Imagine psychologically you probably get quite messed up in these lines of fields, don't you? These lines of work, should I say? Well, again, this is not stamina, really, is it? This is more speed. So she was fast though. She was training a lot the first half of last episode. He's done well to keep up this whole time, though. Yeah, I think you need to be good at chasing people down for this line of work, don't you? Well, actually, in reality, you don't really need to. I don't think you can actually get involved physically with people if you're not a police detective. If you're just like a detective, that doesn't work in the um, law force. Then you can't actually like get physical or anything. There's a lot coming out, bro. I think it will. Only you started with that. I like that face. Yeah, there is the big black guy again. Tell you what, he would not be a good detective in Japan. Too much a detective. Yeah, he'd stand out like a sore thumb. It gains a new rival. Well, this guy was quite nice, wasn't he? Hopefully, we do see him again in the future. Seemed like a good guy. Like, I think I've seen videos of people with like private investigators and private detectives, and I've seen videos of people like mocking them because they can't actually legally like do anything. They're easy to just like, yeah, just laugh in their face if they're trying to investigate you because they actually can't. They got nothing. They got no kind of rights or anything to do anything to you that the suspect can't do to them. All can. Poor guy. What is Yokan then? Chestnut Yokan. I've never heard of that. I'm a ghost. Ignorant stalkers are the most dangerous. I do like a bit. I do like some nuts myself. Don't have them awfully often though. Look, grower. that fucking Elton John? That's fucking Elton John. Does he? Oh, I was gonna say yeah, he doesn't look like he exercises. Just good. When you lose that, I imagine that's when you start ending up like our main guy. Stampede a woman. Jeez. Every day, really. They give him theirs. Well, that was. They put it back. They take it off and they put it back. Strange. There's the stalker in there. Oh no, they're still watching from afar. Oh, that is a suspicious person now. Oh. Yeah. Okay. That's like you see the a lot of Asian people walk around with the face masks even before like COVID and such. That's like that to the extreme gas mask right there. What are you trying to do then? It sounds like a nice guy. Just purely judged off his voice actor. What does that mean? Ouch. Probably ripped a few tendons there or something. Yeah, good point. Good point. Oh, good job. No, that's funny. It reminds me of a tweet I saw the other day of a police invention that was a gun that shot out a net to capture that they'd give to. Yeah, I knew he sounded familiar. Um, yeah, it was a gun. No, yeah, I think it was a gun that they'd give the police created that they'd give to banks. So when people would try to rob the bank, they would shoot out a net at them, and I think you can already tell that they don't use those. It seems like a decent idea, but it's in actuality quite stupid. So I can't imagine those nets shot out very fast nor effectively. Um, and a gun is just better. I mean, there's more chance of the person dying, yes, but yeah, just use a gun, I think. Nice seeing like them attempts to try something like non-fatal and such. Mr. Nezumi. Ah, it was so he was jealous. We haven't seen this guy in a little while, to be fair to him. Ah, so he's been stalking the stalker. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. We have to get some restraining orders up in here. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of like looking up information for like a job interview on the company. So I don't hold it against him for doing this. Well, I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, good episode. There is a couple of the characters we did see today. Yeah, good episode. Better than last episode, in my opinion. I like this new addition. I really do like this ending a lot. This singer really is just, Aiko, I think her name is fantastic, isn't she? She's like the perfect hire for an anime, I think. It's like she's an amazing voice actress, she's got a lot of personality, and she can do you a song if you need. Murder at the House of Screams. Ooh, that sounds interesting. House of Screams. And you know what? They did tone down the facial expressions today, which also, again, good for me. There were still a few good ones in there, to be fair. I enjoyed the kind of blast of pace. Masha, I think her name is, kind of done past the new kid. We've always got Randolph for one as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. As I said, really good episode today. I love this new addition here. Kind of not as, I wouldn't say a crazed fan, slightly obsessed, and I like where it comes from. It's a real place of like appreciation for our main detective, whose name I have forgotten, so apologies. But yeah, I like where it comes from. He wants to like restore him to his former glory. He wants to study under him. Wants to help him out after he's got popular and famous and successful. So I quite like the guy. He's a nice guy, isn't he? I quite like his kind of inner monologues as well of his like thinking. I think that's quite funny. But yeah, awesome test sequence here, and then little stalker part at the end. I thought was yeah, a really fun episode. Let me know what you guys thought about this one though down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these weekly reactions though. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 4.